Nigeria, the biggest democracy in Africa with 22 years of unbroken democratic rule and a population of over 200 million people dispersed in its diverse ethnic nationalities and settled in the 6 geopolitical zones, celebrates its 61st anniversary. The last days of the colonial government, which primed preparation in top gear for the local politicians in the country to take over the saddle of government and administer its own affairs without foreign interference, was accompanied by lots of hopes and expectation. The vast deposit of natural mineral resources, arable land for agriculture and livestock production, and a large army of consumers held promising potentials to transform Nigeria from a third world country to a first world nation. But these lofty dreams has not been achieved, and hopes that reflects the desire of the citizenry and pride of Africa fades.
Creating jobs opportunity for the youth, because the NSAS riots have shown us clearly that the youths are very angry, and that given the opportunity, they will be very ruthless with anybody who is having plenty among the poverty-stricken masses. You know, they will, you know, we were very lucky that they quickly, I would say, brought the rioting to an end. Because the wildfire was just glowing and growing and growing and expanding and expanding. It was a terrible time, you know. But the Nigerian government, I mean the present government, need to do a lot to tackle economic, I would say, strangulation we are in. Because the dollar against the naira now, I mean the naira against the dollar, is terrible. They say 5 something.
Yes, about 500.
Which is terrible, you know. And we import a lot of our electronics. We import practically all the machines we use in manufacturing, even in simple welding, hairdressing, everything we import. And now it's rated in dollars. And that put a lot of stress on even businesses.
And I'm challenging our viewers, please indulge me, go and study or at least read section 14 to section 18 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended. If the provisions there have been implemented up to 65%, Nigeria should be the 3rd richest country in the world. When you talk about education, go and read section 18. When you talk about freedom, equity, and justice, go and read section 17. When you talk about a vibrant economy, welfare of the people, read section 16, 15. In fact, section 14, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended says that the security and the welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. It did not say maybe, shall be. Right. But how do you now ensure that these provisions are implemented?
Okay, it's the problem of on unemployment for the youth. A lot of us are going to be done with service. We're already wondering and planning how we leave the country. It's not supposed to be like that. We should be in a country whereby we know that after service year is a phase. The next phase should be how to get a good job or be into business where you can, you know, promote your services, and you know that the country has a system that will make whatever it is you are doing profitable.
First problem is the 1999 Constitution. The way the Constitution has been set up, it's claimed that it's a federal constitution, but if you look at the application, you can see that they are running everything from the central to reflect a federal state. To reflect a federal state, not that all the powers are concentrated in the central. Yes, exactly.
Politics, desperation, victimization, mudslinging, looting, corruption, and poor economic development. Problems that had been since time immemorial still persists. These has been attributed to weak institutions in fighting corruption and the huge and attractive salaries attached to political office.
Judicial process is to resolve disputes amongst parties, whether they are government agencies or individuals versus government. So when you talk about dispute resolution, what do you do when there is a court judgment that says the government, for example, let's say the police should pay someone damage of 87 million naira, and that money is not paid and nothing happens? That's what we are saying. So it takes two, or at least two, to tango. If we all decide that we are willing to run a system that gives the rule of law a pride of place, we have a sanitized society. So we need a system that is functional. It doesn't matter whether you are the president, whether you are a minister, whether you are a commissioner, whether you are an ordinary citizen, we all respect the law. That is the meaning of the rule of law. It means the law is ruling. But in a situation where we can step on the face of the law, overrun the pronouncements of the law, and nothing happens, it's a dangerous development.
Promise and failed of the political parties. The political parties have promised so much. The individual within those political parties have promised so much, but they have not delivered, especially when they now get into power. So the people are disappointed that after standing in the rain or in the sunshine to go and line up and vote for these people, look, there's no benefit. That's one. The second one is that the politicians, once they get into power, they do not consult the people again. And because they don't consult them, people feel offended and feel withdrawn. Then the third one is that people believe that their vote does not count, that whatever they do, these politicians have a game plan, and it's a matter of trust and suspicion. The people don't trust the politicians anymore, and the politicians don't even trust the people either. And that's why they roll out the money, because they know that money will influence them. So when the election is coming, they roll out the money. They look for it anyhow, and they give and deliver to the ward chairman, who will distribute to the ward members.
We have so many expectations as citizens of the country. We want Nigeria to be a place where son of nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody.
Happy Independence Anniversary, and we look forward to a greater Nigeria, a nation where prosperity will be available for all to enjoy the peace of God.
We are, a progressive nation, and change will always come. But we need decisions to be taken that will produce results, good results. Government must also endeavor to note that our neighboring countries are in terrible, abject poverty, and they are also migrating to this country. Keeping our borders very well secured will be one of the priorities of government, between now and 2023.
With 2023 elections on the corner, as the jostle to take over the reins of political leadership intensifies, clash over the zoning of the presidency between the North and the South grows stronger. It is only hoped that critical matters such as insecurity is completely defeated, terrorists and their sponsors clamped down, corruption tamed, the naira and the hailing economy revived, and the hope of the average Nigerian rekindled. Oyimprie Krumale, Our Impact Television.